Should be in there, baby. Can you hear me? I'm so like not used to this. I don't know how to do the invite of an email. I need your email or something. How do I get that? So like and I just copy. Then I go to Hangout or I go here. Then I go here. And I go here. Please. Here. I go here. Oh no. I go there. I gotta copy it. Paste it. Oh, there it is. Bam! I don't know how I did it, but I did it. It said invite. I hit it. It lit up like a blue little flashlight. I'm not very popular on here. It's all right though. I don't need to be popular to have a nice tank.
There you are. What's
up?
It worked. Good job. And I don't think it's because you're not popular. I just think it's because everybody's not really doing live streams right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like everybody, yeah, I've noticed that. Like nobody's doing it anymore.
Yeah, so much stuff going on right now in the summertime. So I think Rico just did a video, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Explaining stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kind of in and out. So, well, if
you do a lot of dolls, huh? You do a lot. You're always plucking hair in their heads, aren't you?
Actually, I'm painting this one right now. So I'm getting ready to add some color. So if you don't mind, I'll work while we talk.
That's pretty. Are they rubber dolls or porcelain or?
Actually, this one is it's a rubber. She's silicone.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm not sure how clearly you can see, but I'm getting ready to.
It almost looks like a real kid, huh?
Yeah, most of them. Yeah, this one is actually after a little one who passed away. So this baby is very, very special to her mama. Most of them are, but this one especially. This little one was born gone. So that's got to be really hard for the parents.
I had one that was born and then only lived 5 hours. That's my tattoo on my forearm.
Aww.
But
I had one that died at 16 weeks in utero. But with my it's kind of different. I think that if I would have carried full term, I probably would have been a lot more upset. I mean, I still am, but it was my triplet to my twins. So I never got to see him or meet him, and I don't know if that makes it easier or harder. Sometimes I think it makes it harder because I look at my girls and wonder what he would have been like. You know what I mean?
It was real hard for me.
I bet. I mean, it is. And it was at first, but I mean, we're going on 30 years now that he's been gone. And so.
Of course, like mine should have been 15 this year.
Aww.
But I also have 2 other kids that utilize my space and time and keep my mind away from it. You know, they all know about her, and we take them. You know, we'll take them there and show them the grave and everything. So.
Well, then they'll grow up knowing their sister.
Right. Yeah.
That their sister is an angel. Some of them are just meant to be born angels. I don't know why. They just are. And I just look at it as if, like with Anthony, if he would have, because I was having so many issues carrying the twins to begin with, that he literally sacrificed himself so that his sisters could make it. That's the way I. That's the way I deal with it in my head.
Right? No, that could be like only God knows why, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure one day we'll know, but you know, you gotta.
We gotta live life first.
I feel like we're here for a reason. Like either we didn't finish our lives before this, or I don't know. It could go a long way. Like why do people live 102, and then there's some people that don't even get a chance? You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. I hear you. It's kind of funny doing this upside, or little girl, should I say, upside down, but. So what's going on with
What's going on with the tank?
Yes, what's going on with your tank?
Not too much. I'm just trying to get my nitrates up. My nitrates are way too clean of a tank I'm running.
Where are they at right now?
They're undetectable on my test kits. I don't have a I don't even have a like super high tech device, or I don't have the HANA checker or anything. So I know they're low. They're obviously too low because my SPS are fine, but my LPS and stuff are struggling. So I knew something was a little off, a little out of ordinary, you know.
Yeah.
So I tested everything. All my other parameters are fine. So with me running biopellets and then also running all the Chaeto and all the Callirpa, and I mean I have a lot of it, like an overabundance of it. I think the biopellets, I turned them off 4 days ago. So I'm hoping, and I'm feeding heavy, so I'm hoping that it'll raise them up enough to where everybody will be okay. I don't want to raise them too fast, but
do you have Reefroids?
Yeah, I feed Reefroids, the Gani Power, Myosin Shrimp, Reef Rods Reef Food. Yeah, I'm actually power feeding right now, and then I'm
Very
gonna check, and hopefully within the next day or so, I should have some type of, because the ammonia that from me feeding so much is going to break down, and then that's going to break down to nitrites, and then that's going to break down to nitrates. So it's going to take us a little bit of a waiting process. But I took all my other chalices and gave them to a friend, so I didn't kill them.
Now those SPF.
They're LPS considered. They do have a skeleton, but yeah, chalices are, because they do have a little fleshy to them. So I guess they're in the LPS family, but I guess they can go both ways. I guess maybe.
Okay. Are they like a plate?
Yeah, yep. They
Okay.
well, that's a monopora, but yeah, chalices are they just grow really big, and they just got like different colors. You can get ones that are red and orange, like red dots, orange dots. Like they got Halloween chalice, which is got like a rummy eye chalice.
Okay.
Some of them have like different swirls of colors in them. I mean, they're a very big variety of colors you can get with chalices.
Okay.
But for some reason, I'm struggling with them. Now my SPS, they're doing. I have a couple that are struggling, but I think that's because I have no nitrates. Because I could see that a few of them are STNing on the very bottom of the thing, and I think that's due to they don't have enough food. So
now,
I have a lot of coral in there. And
are you getting phytoplankton?
I dosed all that. I used up all of it. I'm going to pick up some more this week.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just trying to utilize everything I have right now just to get the nitrates up, because that's where I was seeing where corals can talk to you.
Listen to me being all new and trying to give advice.
No, you're good. No, it's fine. But yeah, it is. It's a nitrate thing.
Natural now.
Yeah, no, it's a nitrate thing. Definitely, I know, because I don't have any other problems with any of my test kits or anything. Everything else is fine.
Okay.
SPS are doing really good, but there's just some that had troubles from the get go, and I tried to save them. So corals could talk to me and tell me exactly what's like.
I totally believe that myself.
My Dunking coral isn't really opening. So that was the first sign too that, so like I've been feeding, like, remember when Rico had his Achilles tang when he first got him?
Yeah.
Feeding and feeding and feeding. Well, that's what I've been doing for like the last 3-4 days.
Okay.
I feed like 4 or 5 times a day, and my fish love it. So, I'm just hoping within the next week or so that my nitrates will spike up a little bit.
There you go. And now, see, when I look at my tank, I do the same thing. If I look at my pulsing Xenia and they're all shrunk down and they're not pulsing, or if my Duncan closes up, then I know something's wrong. First thing I do is test. But everything is so fat and healthy right now. I'm like, okay, when's the other shoe gonna drop?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for something bad to happen.
Since I've started my tank, I've not had a problem. I've been very fortunate, and they say that time frame will wear out sooner. It's not when will you have a problem. It's no. How does that saying go?
If, it's when.
Yeah, it's not if you're ever gonna have a problem. It's just when. So like right now, I have a slight hiccup. I've caught it in time.
That's good.
So I'm hoping I might have to clip a few SPSs and then re-glue them. But for the most part, though, when my chalices weren't opening up and being fluffy, that's when I knew like they're basically starving themselves, because my lighting is so intense that they're
now you know that it's not the lighting then.
No, it's the zooxanthellae. They actually weren't getting enough. I don't have enough nitrates, enough food for them for the food source. So the zooxanthellae, they expel that because they can't process it to make sugar. So the only way they can do is to try to save themselves is to expel that, and then
And that's where that little brown stringy, like when it looks like someone in the mouth looks like they're puking or pooping.
No, that's pooping. Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Zooxanthellae, though, is they'll just get really light in color. You don't really see them expel it, but they'll be sunken into their skeletons. So you'll see the skeleton through the chalice, and that's not good.
Okay.
So increased feedings, dosing nitrates, stuff like that will actually, hopefully in due time, if you catch it in time, they can bounce back because they only need one eye to survive. So that's why they're so easy to frag, and people can cut them up into millions of pieces, and they'll still grow.
That's cool.
Yeah,
there's a lot. There's I'll probably be learning 20 years from now, but I noticed like the four. I got 4 frog spawns from a frag swap, and one of them was like literally, when I bought it, it was clear, see-through, like almost a white is what I want to say.
Yep.
And I've noticed since I've put it in the tank that actually all of them have colored up. I can't see through them anymore.
Right. They're probably in a huge vat with a bunch of frags from the company or the guys that are fragging, and they didn't have enough nutrients in there. So it happens. I knew I have a lot of Chaeto, a lot of plant life, and I'm running biopellets. Biopellets actually take out nitrates.
Okay.
So what happened was thank God, I have a very, very, very low amount of biopellets in my system. So it took a while for the nitrates to come down, but with all the Chaeto and Caulerpa, it's just stripping my water. And then with the nitrate reactor, my biopellet reactor, it even in over time in the last, months or so, it just got to the point where they're too low.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many corals and they're eating, and I don't have enough food. It's like I'm giving everybody one French fry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do know what you mean there.
So now I have to make food. Like I got to feed heavy, fatten up the fish. They'll poop a lot because poop is the best food for corals. The more you can feed them, but then that produces nitrates. Well, if you don't have enough corals to eat them nitrates, that's when you have your nitrates skyrocket to like 80 and 100. But
okay, so 20 is not bad then.
No, I mean, there's people out there that have some very successful reef tanks with tanks that are 70, 50% nitrates, but it's just all the way how every system's different,
Yeah, now see, mine used to run on 10. When I had the 50 before I put it in this one, it was always running 10, and this one was always running 10 up until I want to say 2 weeks ago. And then I started seeing that it was running a little bit higher than 10. And it's between 10 and 20. It's not quite 20 yet, but it's getting there. And I've also noticed like I've got a big, huge growth spurt that was in here. And so it was eating up my the alkalinity. And so I had to add alkalinity a couple of different times. And now I'm just watching it. I'm right basically where I want to be in between 8.1 and 8.5. And so I'm just trying to keep it there. And then my calcium it was reading at its highest, and I think that's because of my salt. So it would be reading 500 plus, and now we're down. When we did Test Tuesday last week, I was down to 470. So I like that number, and the corals seem to like that number. So I think we're just going to try to stick there in that area. I'm still not.
That's where water changes don't come into play, because now if you were to do a huge water change, your calcium and everything would all that stuff would fluctuate.
Yeah,
so that's why everybody's finding out that not doing water changes and just adding what you need. That's where like the Triton method, or they want you to buy their stuff, but either way, it's even the way I'm doing it, the way Rico's doing it, the way I think Devin's doing it. I don't know if O is doing it that way, but a lot of us out here are doing the same thing. It's basically, I think it's considered a Triton method. I think as long as we're adding what we need. So if you like that number 470, you would test your water, and if it comes up a little less, then you would add whatever elements that you need to equalize that. You follow me? Does that
Yeah.
make
See, right now I'm only changing 10% of my water once a month is what what I've been doing. I mean, this tank, I'm 4 months old, and I've only doing this the third water change last week, and that's just because of the nitrates and stuff like that. Wasn't for sure, how high I should let it go and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought it would make a big jump, but it didn't fluctuate too much. So usually when I do a water change, it makes my alkalinity jump to 10.1, and then it makes my calcium go up a little bit. And so I'm seeing that myself. But this last time when I did the water change, I let the water sit for a couple of days and then tested it against what I had in the tank until it got to about the same. So it wasn't that bad. So it didn't do any sort of fluctuating at all this last time. So that did really well.
Yeah, it's all learning. I mean, your system's fairly still.
It's new.
Oh yeah, you'll be.
Let's see. We set it up in March, so we got April, May. Yeah, we're at the end of new system, March 3rd. So April, May, June. We're coming up on 3 months just on this one. But the system itself literally is over a year old.
Right.
Just the tank and the sump, the rock and everything is over a year old. But the tank and the sump is 3 months. So I'm not sure how to gauge that, because I used the only thing I put in new was sand, and that was blah. That's because I was told not to put the old sand in there, which. Why would you that?
What is that thing you put over that dowel?
It's just a tote, and it's just to keep the lint and stuff off as I cure the silicone.
Oh, wow.
Yep, and see over here on this area, I'll have another one going here soon because another custom order just came in. But this, see if I can get it to go straight. There we go. There's a plastic box that the dowel sits on, and this is just an old shelf that I've put clear plastic over. And it keeps the dust and stuff off the dowels because you don't want that in the paint.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't think you would.
There is the new Seahorse tank.
You got a little Bang-Eyed Pajama Cardinal in there, huh?
I have 2 of them in there right now. There's one down here. And I think this one's blind. It's got a cloudy eye, but it's swimming and eating and doing everything okay, but it just kind of tends to sit over here because it's banging into stuff. And then, let's see. I
can't wait to get mine. I got the little 9-gallon going, but I don't have nothing in it yet. I'm still debating on. It's running great. I got the perfect light, perfect everything. I don't know. What size tank is that you got? 30?
This is, a 30. It's 29 long, but I call it 30.
Right.
Now, this Gorgonian here and this one here are stripping a little bit. The yellow one and this purple one here are stripping a little bit, so I don't know much about them.
Well, yeah, are they stripping, or is the top of the branches like going away? So it's like little hairs?
Yeah, it looks like just little hairs. It's like some of the flesh has come off of it, and all I see is like little hairy looking things.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I have them too in my system. What they do though is they shed.
Okay.
So I don't. They do require phytoplankton and stuff like that. They like reefroids and stuff.
Yep, that's what.
Yeah, and then I don't know. Mine's been doing that, and I give them a haircut. I cut it just below that.
Okay.
That'll heal. But I've had mine for I don't even know how long time. And I got a white one and like a darker one. Hold on, let me show you real quick.
Okay.
I got to put them in the corner because they are. But I'll show you. They don't like to touch anything either. But they do shed their skin like once a month.
Okay. So they're kind of like the toadstool mushroom. Holy crap. Dude, look at how fat this Duncan is. Did you see that?
Yeah, look at its tentacles. That coral right there will tell you everything you need to know about your fish.
Yeah. I'm looking at it, man. And my torch too. My green torch is very super testy. And that thing is freaking huge.
You got a nice tank. It's clean as hell too.
I just washed the windows today. I come home and was like, ew, look at all that brown crap on the window. Wipe it off. Yep, so now I have 3 plates in here. What are you doing, fishy? I think I might have a pregnant clown too. I'm not for sure. I'll go outside and have a smoke. No, you guys are not going outside. Go on. Get.
Another time, she went off on my aunt and started choking her. She was raising my stepson up in the middle of the night and started shooting it. She breaks things all around her. She's breaking a table. She's breaking a lamp. She's holding off the wall.
Man, see, 6 feet wide, 6 to 10 feet tall. You back?
I'm trying. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying. Hold on. 1 second. I don't know what's wrong with this. I had it working.
Well, is your computer acting up?
It's this. Oh, God. I don't know. It's. Oh my God! It's still playing. But I do it. Oh my God! How do I?
I can hear it playing back. You got one of them. Turn one of them down to like the volume. Turn the volume down, and then it won't back talk you. Like, see, I'm on the phone, but I'm also on my computer downstairs, so I have to turn the computer off so it doesn't back talk. You see what I'm saying? Did you get it figured out?
No, I got to try to turn it off. All right, I can see you now. Hold on. Oh, you know what I'm doing wrong? Oh my God, am I so stupid?
Hey, it happens to the best of us, trust me.
All right.
Okay, I can't hear you if you're talking to me, hon. I can see you pointing at something, but I can't hear you. Yep, that's what's mine doing.
Yeah, I can't talk with this thing. I'm too close, but here, I'm a far away.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, I can see where the flesh is coming off. Yeah, that's what mine looks like.
So what I do is I go in there and I trim these off.
Okay.
See how they reheal.
Okay.
Now this one needs to be cut, but it's you got to figure that's probably. Damn it. It's probably a foot tall. I mean, it hasn't died.
Yeah, that's a good size.
So
Yeah, mine's about, I want to say 8 to 10 inches, maybe. It's not as full, but I mean, it's still just one little sprig. I just don't know much about Gorgonians, and I know I have to keep the tank at about 74. So I do have. Right now, I just have LEDs on it. They're not any specific brand name or anything, but I do have a T5 that I can put on there. That's a 2 bulb that I can put on there if they're not getting enough light. So that's what I'm wondering if why they're stripping a little bit. But I also don't want it to heat my water up too much.
right.
It has to be kept down at 74.
Yeah, it could be lighting. It could be food. It could be, like I said, mine I think are doing it because I ain't got enough food.
Okay.
They got plenty of flow, plenty of light. And
yeah, I've got, yeah. I know I've got plenty of flow. I'm just not sure about my lighting, but the person that I talked to at theplantstore.com said my LEDs should be fine.
Yeah, you should be.
They're lower light Gorgonians.
Yeah. Mine are. I bet you have the exact same. The white one, the white one, and then I got the little darker one, which I don't know what that is, but they live. I mean, I've not had a problem. I mean,
That's good.
It seems like they grow a little bit and then they lose a little bit. They grow a little bit, they lose. So I don't know if it's just something that they do, because I've heard a lot of people, I've looked on YouTube about them, and a lot of people say they have great success. I mean, I haven't lost them. I've had these probably 2.5, 3 months already, and they're still alive. So, and when they do shed their skin, though, they do have to do that like a toadstool. Yeah. And my fish will go over there and they'll clean it and take it all off. It's awesome. I want to get some more, though. I want to get like the purple something or other. It's flat. It's a flat Gorgonia.
The purple ribbon?
Yeah.
I've got a ribbon and a frilly, and I love them both. They're both really nice.
The purple guy. That'd be awesome. My plan was to take both of these and put one in one section and one in another. But when I did that, it just didn't look right. It was it just didn't look right within the system. So I glued them to a rock and put them in the corner just so that they're by themselves. it wasn't what I thought it was going to be when I did it. So that's Tina. She makes dolls. She can make one that looks just like you.
Does she draw
I
dolls?
can,
Then we could beat it to death.
no, you can't.
She's starting a seahorse tank. Like I want right there, like ours over there that I want to do. She's
Where would you buy seahorses?
Kelly on here has seahorses that we can probably. She lives in Indiana. She don't live far from us.
She lives out by grandma.
Probably somewhere over there. I don't know how many. Oh, we only got 3 viewers. I don't understand. Why ain't nobody out?
Yeah, I didn't get too many on mine either. But I'm not very popular myself either, so I'm not gonna really worry about it. I'll just make videos.
Yeah, my phone is broke. That's why I I don't know what's wrong with it, to be honest, but Chimp the Reefer said both of your tanks look great. I'm trying to keep my glass clean since I switched to the new tank. I'm hungry.
Awesome.
I gotta feed the fish again. I gotta get my nitrates up. It looks like it might be working. My chalice looks a little poopier.
How come it doesn't show the other
I don't have no other viewers, just Tina.
It doesn't.
We might have 1 or 2, but they don't.
Yeah,
They're not talking.
Yeah, we only have 2. We only have 2 watching. You got 5 thumbs up.
Ooh.
I've seen people that have like 100,000 thumbs up. Do you think you'll get that many thumbs up?
No. One day.
Maybe.
I hope. There are dogs.
Yeah, my husband's coming in from mowing.
Doesn't grandma's dogs do that all the time when they get like something?
All dogs should do that. That's how you know if they're doing their job.
They're yappy. The little ones are yappy. And the big boy just wants to go outside because daddy's mowing.
How come it keeps playing what we're doing over?
Because we're on YouTube and she's on Hangouts.
Can you go on here?
Yeah. But then I can't see if somebody's typing. So like Chimp the Reefer. No, he hasn't said anything. He probably left. So here. Hangouts. Right here. Now we're live. See, so now we can click on her and we can just see Tina while she's playing on her computer.
Well, not really playing. I gotta send out
Does she draw?
I gotta send out a deal.
No, they're real like rubbery dolls. I don't like baby dolls.
Like the baby
But
doll
people
that I
that have memories that say mommy wants a doll of Johnny or you as a baby, they could call her and they would send her whatever, I'm assuming, like a picture or whatever, and then she'll put hair in them. She plucks hair in,
Mommy has a couple baby pictures of me. Some of the same.
That's like her hobby slash job slash passion.
Yep.
Yeah. She's ever since she's got on YouTube, she's been doing. She works and talks at the same time.
Yeah. I try.
She just set up a tank. She's got a big 75 downstairs, and then she's setting up a seahorse tank. And
oh my goodness, those dogs.
what's
that? Where's that like little thing in here?
my pipefish? He's still in there.
Dogs.
Does the sand look bad? I think I gotta.
So it doesn't show the brightest.
Well, it's paint on the outside, maybe. But yeah, I'm just figuring out whether I want to take my sand out or leave it or push it all to the back.
Well, if you have rafters, then I would just push it towards the back for right now, just to see how
just
they
'cause it's
do.
blowing around. I mean, I got a lot of current going on in here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, those dogs.
What are you doing? Remember you telling me that you had those Kenya trees or whatever that just were all over your tank?
Yep, I plucked them all. At least I thought I plucked them all out, and I found one in there again the other day. I'm like, what the hell? I took you out of there.
I got a bunch of them. I like the way they flow, so I deal with the babies, but I like the way mine are pretty big, and I like the way they give you character. But I remember you saying that too long ago. I got babies like all over the back of the rocks, and
Aw. You ought to take some and see if you can frag them and put, or not frag them, but see if you can get them to attach to a rock, and then see if you can sell them out. Oh, Abigail Renee.
what time does mommy work till? In 3 hours?
No way.
What time is it?
No.
What time is it?
3:30.
3:30, 4:30, an hour and a half. But by the time she gets home, it'll be 2 hours. It's 3:30.
I wish Mom downloaded YouTube on here.
That's what I was trying to do. Your mom won't give me the password for your thing. Let's see who's else. Nobody else? Oh, we got 4 viewers. Hee-haw. Oh, Lisa. Lisa, yep.
Daddy.
What's up, Miss Lisa?
Lisa. Where is Lisa? What, baby?
Do you mean the password? Like what I used to FaceTime the password to get into my iPad?
No.
Which password?
Hold on. Yes, I don't know. She's gardening. You can garden out there in Canada? You growing frozen watermelon?
Oh, it's summertime here right now, I think.
I'm just giving her the business.
Oh,
What
okay.
are you? Just being bored, chatting? It ain't like it used to be, I tell you that, man. There was streams going on all the time. Too many people hating on each other.
Okay.
Dad, what you doing?
No, you gotta. Once you click on that, you're gonna have to put the password in for the.
I'm gonna.
She ain't gonna give it to you.
She thought you wanted to watch YouTube on my iPad.
Well, why do you want YouTube? How do you get on YouTube? Yeah, right. Everybody was running streams. We all live in different states, and everybody's complaining and crying. Like, oh my goodness, people getting their feathers ruffled for no reason. It's you're supposed to all get along.
No one does that. A lot of people don't do
Turn this light off. It's blinding me. It's a great work light, but oof, when you're trying to read on a computer, it's burning my eyes. All right, now I got to figure out how to update my Internet Explorer. This is going to be funny. I would think that my computer would already do that on its own, but apparently not.
I'm so computer illiterate, it's not even funny.
Mia,
Like literally, I'm like,
Mia's getting her nails done at Grand Nails.
Okay, it says click the
She
start
painted
button.
them black.
Type in Internet Explorer.
I asked Mia if I could FaceTime her a little while ago, but she was not prepared.
Check buttons next to install new versions.
Dad, did you know I asked, like there was chunky milk in a cup in the office and I dumped it out. It almost made me want to.
why was it bad?
It was chunky milk.
Where'd you get it?
It was in the office. I think I left it out there the other day.
Why would you drink it?
I didn't drink it. I poured it out. I didn't drink that. I would have literally puked if I drank that. Are you on YouTube again?
Chimp the Reefer, I think, is.
On again.
Well, mine does do it automatically, so I don't have to worry. Oh, goodness. I hate it when
What's today? Dad, what's today?
it's supposed to update all by itself, so I guess I will not worry about that. All right, so what is Lisa growing? I'm going to have to go back here now and get on YouTube and see what she's typing. I'm growing lots and lots of flowers outside right now.
I gotta go check on my vegetables. I got peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, zucchini.
Yeah, I'm not doing vegetables this year. I usually do, but this year I'm just I'm just trying to work on flower beds and getting mom's flower beds and stuff back in shape because it's been a long time since they've really been touched. So I think I have every time.
What, Jay?
You got a copper band?
Yes.
That I just thought I saw that swimming by. That's a pretty fish.
Yeah, the copper band. I have a very, very expensive A-can, a Bauer Banky A-can, but I can't put it in the tank because he eats it.
Oh, yeah.
I won't get rid of my copper band because I've been feeding him since day one from my hands. I mean, he's been in my
I
tank.
remember talking about that. He ate a whole head.
Yeah, he devoured. Yeah, he's bad. So he's a very bad fish, but I love him to death. Like, we can't have animals like cats or dogs because my kids are potentially. We did have them before, but my daughter was kind of allergic. But I just don't want to risk it. So these are like my cats and dogs, you know.
Yeah.
I had 4 rats. They were Nate's rats.
We had pet rats, but they passed away.
Yeah, they all passed away.
Yeah, rats don't really live all that long.
They are very smart though, and very clean animals. Like mine were litter box trained and everything.
We had Lilo, Stitch, Angel, and what was the other one?
I don't remember, baby.
I forgot the other name, but those are 3. I know they were all Lilo and Stitch.
My cleaner rat is cleaning the. I got to get a better camera. I'm gonna invest in a camera for this.
I get the biggest kick out of my cleaner strip, dude.
I don't have any strips. I think I'm gonna get some.
Yeah, my skunk cleaner is constantly like begging the fish to like come over to his little spot.
Like
and
calling them, like saying, "Come on, come here, let me."
And the tang, the yellow tang, yellow one, will back up real slow and then almost go into a trance. It'll like lay on its side and then the shrimp will crawl all over it, clean into one side, and then it'll real slowly flip over to the other. It is freaking amazing to see that happen. And then when he's done, the fish just like wakes up and he's like, okay, I'm done, and takes off and goes swimming. The mimic tang is a little more skittish towards it, but it will tolerate letting him clean it.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're awesome.
they're awesome.
I tried, Lisa. I tried. Ain't nobody taking my kids. These are my babies.
Yeah, being a dad is one of the greatest gifts on earth. Hey, Lisa, if you're by your computer, hang on, let me go over and show you my tank.
You need to eat. I can grab your whole waist.
Ow!
I won't be able to see what you're saying, but let me see.
All right, hold on 1 second.
I don't know how far back to go here. There we go. See if I can see the reflection in the back, so I can see that I got the whole tank in there.
Okay.
My pipe organs are taking off too, man. All of a sudden they're huge. Yeah, you guys have picked it up well. Nice.
I got you presented, so
Awesome. Thank you.
she can, in case we make noise over here, it doesn't flicker back and forth.
Yeah, it's coming along. I'm really liking it. I got to start filling in some corals. I've got a little plate and I have 3 styloporas that made it from Rico's. I lost the pink bird's nest, but everything else made it and is doing really good. Everything, it's starting to grow. Like my stylos, I see them basing out now on I guess that's what they would call it, on the super glue that I put them on. They've based out and they're growing up a little bit now. So I do like that.
Yeah, you want everything to grow fast, but slow fast, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The branches will get thicker. If you let them grow too fast, then they're real brittle, and like if you just like look at them, they'll like snap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my bird's nests are like that. If I bump them while I'm cleaning or something, a piece will snap off. But that's kind of a good thing because now I have 2 sets of green bird's nest in the tank instead of just one.
Right.
And I'm really liking that torch. I mean, I thought I was going to lose that torch, but since I've gotten that stupid gorilla crab out of there, it's actually starting to grow another head. So I am very, very blessed about that.
Where'd you put them? In your sump?
No, my daughter accidentally killed it. We were trying to get it out to put it in the crab correctional facility. That's what we were going to call it, which means throwing it in the sump. But when she got she used a pair of Hemos, long handle or whatever on it, so she could get a hold of it. And when she grabbed a hold of the shell to pull it out, she pinched it too tight and it locked and he exploded. So the fish got a really good fresh meal that night.
Bring it down.
The fish and the cleanup crew really enjoyed that crab rangoon. I mean, that sucker, I'm telling you what, the claws on that thing, oh my God, they were as big as my thumb. And I've got big thumbs.
My crab molted again.
Well, there you are. Hi, sweetie.
I snuck in.
You did sneak in because I can't even see. I'm like sitting here in front of the tank holding the damn phone.
I know. It feels like forever that I haven't talked to anybody, but in all honesty.
Well, you've had an awful lot going on, honey.
Yeah, I boycotted like everything for a bit. And it was just like my whole entire family, because my mom like took care of my Nana, right?
Yeah.
So when my mom had phoned me, so I went, and I knew it was going to happen within a couple hours, and it did. So, but needless to say, they put me, so I had to do the obituary and her biography, and I had to write a speech, and it was just like,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, you had a lot to do on top of being sick and having a tore up butt.
Right? Well, and it was like, I was good. Like, I was walking around fine up until it was like the third day. And so I started limping again and all that business.
Yeah, it's going to take some time.
Yeah.
So what do you have in your tank now?
Well, my diatoms have started. It started like I wasn't even here for like 6 days. So when I came home, like the evaporation was so like I had to top
I bet.
time, and like my crab had molted again. But all my levels are doing really well. So I'm thinking maybe next week I'm gonna add some cleanup crew, whether it's like a snail or something like that, just to help with the diatom.
Yeah.
And get my clowns.
You see what I got going there?
Yes, that's so exciting.
I got diatoms all over that rock in there too. The diatoms don't bother me too much, but
mine are just like so ugly. They're just so ugly right now.
But, well, brown is yucky, but oh well, you know. But I think I may be losing a pajama cardinal. I'm not for sure. The one that's on top is blind.
It's blind?
It's blind, and it's a lot paler in color. Yeah. It's the left eye is real cloudy. Like it looks like the cataract. And I'm not sure if it's because of the nets. When we stuck them in there, I had a hard time getting out of the nets. But it's doing okay. It's eating. It's just, quieter than the other fish. They're quiet fish anyways, but that one there is to like not have as much color and stuff like that. But
hopefully you're right, and it just got a little bit hurt during the netting process, and it bounces back.
Yeah. Yep. I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
Yep. I should be getting paid today for one of the dolls that I'm working on. So I'm going to get a hold of Mr. Dan and get my seahorses this week.
Ooh, that I'm so stoked to see what you do with that.
I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Got my simmer. I'm not sure if you guys.
How much does he sell those for?
They're $69, I think, a piece. So they're $20 cheaper than the cohort or whatever it is that's in. I can't think of her name now. There's a lady named Alyssa, and she has her own seahorse. And she's from Maine, I think, and then he's from Florida. So I'm going to get them from Dan because Dan's been talking to me a lot more about.
I'm going to kill him.
Somebody's not happy.
My kids have been driving me nuts all day.
Aw.
No, nothing out of the ordinary, though. They just don't leave me alone.
Oh my gosh! I tell you what, I miss that. I mean,
the brats in the freezer in the onion
my
Oh, does she?
We just got Kristana moved out to Wyoming.
Who's that, Tina?
It sucks.
Yeah.
But she'll be back in August to be married.
Oh,
and then Mousy is going to be moving out to my mother-in-law's in probably a couple of months.
Oh, what? You're going to have an empty nest.
Well, yeah, I kind of have an empty nest now. I mean, she's rarely here as it is, but we all came to the same conclusion that we don't want Mom and Mark being left out there by themselves. And Melissa's almost 20. So, I mean, if I could afford it now, because I drive her back and forth to work, she'd already be out there. but we're waiting until she gets her own car. So it's going to be a few more months yet. So once she gets her own car, right now we're like we just picked up the paint and the carpet today. So we're having her room repainted and recarpeted and all that stuff.
Well, my mom is moving in with me.
Is she?
Yeah, so because, well, for one, she has lupus, right? And she's taken care of my Nana for such a long time. And she's having a really, really hard time. So I told her she may as well just move in with me so I can help her as much as I can.
Yeah, lupus ain't nothing to mess with. My father-in-law had that as well on top of his stroke. He had lupus and psoriatic arthritis as well.
Yeah. Well, she has like her mobility is like very limited.
Yeah.
And not any better right now, but I mean, I don't know.
You guys can help each other.
Right? Well, and I was like, it's going to be a huge adjustment for me because basically I've been on my own since I was like 16.
Mm-hmm.
Having a parent live with me, like, I don't know how I'm going to do this.
Yeah, there was a time that I had to live with my in-laws for a while before Dad passed away. For about a year before he passed away, I basically lived there because Mom had fallen and broken her hip and had to go through cancer treatments. And then Dad's started sliding downhill. So I had made the upstairs of their home my space. And then after I was able to move back home, my twins moved in. They had just gotten out of the Army. They had moved in for a while. And now that Kristana is out on her own, up in Wyoming, Caitlin is moved. And now the upstairs is all empty again. And Mom's well, what are we going to do with it? I said, well, first of all, Mousy, and I'm like, those two already had it planned, Lisa. They already had it planned. Melissa's just like, Mom, I don't really like Grandma being out there all by herself. I'm like, I don't either. I'm like, I already know what you're saying.
What good kids, though, eh? Like, truly.
Yeah. And it makes us feel better knowing that if I'm not there, somebody will be there because Mom has fallen. She has fallen and she never carries her phone with her. She's 76 years old.
Wow.
And, so she's there by herself with Mark, and Mark can't do anything if she were to fall again. So.
Yeah. Well, that's a huge reassurance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I said, it's going to be a little bit, but it was so funny because, the carpet that's upstairs, the girl's ruined. I mean, it's only 4 years old, 5 years old. It's not that old. And so I'm not replacing the carpet because I have to. Well, I mean, I do because it's for Melissa. But I also made Melissa pay for it because I figure, with the twins, I'm like, oh, let me do this, blah, 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 and it'll look nice when you come home and this, that, and the other. Now with Melissa, I'm like, nope, you're paying for it because then you'll probably take better care of it if you do.
Well, good for you too. True, because then they'll realize the value of $1.
Yep. If it comes out of her own pocket, then she'll understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and actually I just did that. Well, she's only 14, my girl, but she wanted all these name brand clothes. So I was like, well, I'm not going to go and spend $140 on a pair of jeans for you because you're still growing. Like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
So she saved up her money and I took her shopping and she bought it with her own money. She's like, oh, everything's so expensive. I'm like, yeah.
There you go. So see what I was trying to tell you, kid? Oh, the roofers must be here?
Was it Gmail at 67?
What do you mean?
My email account.
Should be, I think.
Inside.
You guys, come on.
How you doing?
Hi. I'm sorry, Lisa. Hang on just a second. Inside. Right now. Come on. Right now.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Inside. Go.
Those are all feeders.
Yes, they are. And they're nosy.
Inside.
Get your hiney inside. Max.
I want to know what's going on out here.
Get in there. You can give them my email if you want to, Jerry. Because that's who they're. All right. I have no idea. Tina Bloomfield at att.net. Because that's the information that they asked me for. So, sorry, hang on just a
It's
second.
going to take Jerry too long over here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Jerry Bloomfield, whatever at Gmail.
You're
I
at
don't know.
AT&T now?
Yeah, yep.
You need to have to look yourself.
All you had to do was holler. Don't listen to the non-Indian white lady. More questions. I'll be in the garage having a smoke. We have to have our roof replaced. That last storm. Oh my gosh. So we got to have new roofing.
Where do you live, Tina?
Michigan.
Oh, you're not far.
Mm-mm.
Well, I just had my driveway redone today. I don't know if you can see that. Look how fresh.
Oh my God.
Somebody's not happy.
I had my driveway redone. So nice,
Hey.
so pretty.
Pavement or blacktop?
Paving.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is all. There we go.
Oh, see, that's nice.
Here, hang on. You want to see all my flowers? Oh, girl, you don't even want to know.
I love
There.
it. I just
My whole
feel like
yard. All
I
the
don't
way
even
down
know
the driveway.
if my Wi-Fi connection will let me, but I can't even step on the driveway. But I'll try. I don't know if it will pick up. Can you see that? So I have it wrapped right around.
Ooh, nice. Yes, I do see that.
Yeah, I'm the only one on the entire street that dug up a garden.
Oh, you dude. Yeah, when we moved into this place, it was 16 years ago. There was not one tree, not one bush, not one flower on this property. And it's been
Right?
been here since 1965 or 68. It was built the year I was born. My husband and I planted all of this stuff. Every bush, every tree.
Well, see, we just moved
Everything
in what, November? So November,
we built.
November I couldn't plant anything.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Everything in tubs, like all the stuff that I took from my other place that meant something to me for my kids.
Uh-huh.
My mother's bought me something. So, but a lot of things, my grasses were like 8 foot tall. They all died. Some of my really rare exotic grasses, they all died. I know, and it's going to cost, like the one little grass, it was no bigger than the size of my hand, and that was $75 just for that. So
holy crap.
And I probably won't ever find it again.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, so this summer I've just been, or so far this spring, I should say. Summer's not here quite yet, but I've been spending a lot of time in my gardens.
I love gardens. I love gardening. I love it. But it's been like past 2 weeks has been a pretty bombshell. What it's been.
he's telling my husband it's going to be $15,000 because I peeked my head out the window. $15,973. What? It shouldn't be that much for a roof. Not ours.
You have RTN on your car.
Ours should only cost right around $5,000. Well, yeah, look. See that? Our shingles are just like ripped off the house.
Roofs are so expensive. So are driveways.
Well, the one that this one here was replaced probably 5 years before we moved in. So it's past time. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get off here because I guess I'm supposed to be in on this.
All right.
I will come back in a bit if you guys are still on.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Dave, you said that you had RTN in some of your corn.
STN, yeah, because my nutrients is so low.
Oh, damn.
My nitrates are super low right now. So I got my skimmer off, and I'm trying to increase them little by little, not too fast, but yeah. It sucks. I'm making my own corals for it outside of my fish tank.
Really?
Yeah. Use spray foam.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hold this.
Yeah, you're creative with that whole, your paneling and the painting on your paneling.
I just once I get situated here, I got it on me. Son of a mother. So I'm painting this.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
If you use that and you let it dry, and then you have to paint it.
Are you helping your daddy?
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
You can put that both in that color.
Yeah, and then we could add other colors, but
Yeah. Because there's white, and then there's like this green, and then there's this black.
yeah, I'm just
She's here. You can say hi. Hi.
Hi.
He heard a
How many
little.
babies you got? 2?
I have 3.
Oh, look at you. I was good after 2.
Yeah, well, my oldest is 14, and my youngest, he'll be 4 this Saturday.
I got 2 and man, let me tell you, they're a lot.
Right? No, I know. Oh, I know. Kids are no joke.
No, they're not.
You have 3.
Real parents only know that. People that say they got kids and they.
Yeah, no, you know, they can be sweet, but 9 times out of 10, they're terrorists. That's what I say.
Yes.
Like, literally, they're always like, they'll be sitting right next to something. They're like, Mom, can you get up and get that for me? I'm like, no, you get up and get it for yourself.
Yeah, right.
Or they have a whole full dresser full of clean clothes, but yet they're like, I have no clothes to wear.
That's like my daughter.
Yeah. Do you change a million times a day?
Oh, a million times a day.
Yeah. And when you wear it for 30 seconds and it's dirty, right?
They'll just throw it on the floor and then just put something else on, and then you go in a room and it looks like tornado hit it.
Yeah.
And then you ask her, why is this all over, Em? I don't know. I don't know, Dad.
Yeah, Carly would be worse.
She's so cute. What's your favorite thing? What do you like to do?
I like to have sleepovers with my friends and play dates. On Saturday, I went over to my friend's house to have a sleepover.
You did? What did you guys do?
We went to music in the park. We stayed up until 1:55 in the morning.
Animals. Holy.
And I was really tired.
I bet. Who's your favorite singer?
What?
Who's your favorite singer?
Sam Hunt.
Yeah.
Sam Hunt.
What?
Sam Hunt.
What? I like his song.
See, that's cool, right?
If you add colors.
Then if you see, hold on, I got sharks jumping out.
Oh, so cool, Dave. Like seriously.
I mean, you can't really see it because my camera sucks on this, but
No, I can see it. I can.
We have the.
You paint those?
We got them from our birthday. From my,
like I got fake corals, but
there's one right there.
hold on, let me get on here because it looks different when.
It's like your tank and the way you have it displayed serves to be like, you know, like one of those aquarium.
Yeah, but the camera just sucks. But I got these styrofoam things. I got fake nets, and then
No open.
and then over here I got. Can't really see.
We got the fake net.
That's so cool.
It says DMs. Or I'm just for my kids, you know, if they can. Hold on, let's see. I got like a little net. So now I'll put this one like I don't know where, but
Probably there. And then you make two over there. And then it'll be.
yeah, it's pretty cool. So when you're like,
Dad,
You know,
Dad, when you're done with the red, can I paint white on it?
oh, your white's already on there, baby.
What can I put on there? Can I put that blue color on there?
This is blue.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's black, baby. Where's the lid for that one? Oh, right here.
Can I paint that blue?
Here.
you know, like reef rights?
Part of, yeah, I like my reef brights.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're. I'm actually not even running my metal halides really anymore. I got the Radiant, so I got two Chinese black boxes, two 16-inch reef brights, and then I run 8 T5s. So like, it's perfect, like color. I do put them on for a few hours, but I'm trying to wing it off just to see if I get the same growth, same healthiness out of my corals. So my electric bill will be a little less than
Yeah.
what it is. So, well, no, not right now. Wait till mom gets home. But yeah, nobody's been streaming anymore, and it's like
Not that many
it's
people.
crazy.
Right? I know. Well, I took a little break because my Nana passed away, so like I kind of lost touch with a lot of people. And then when I came back home, it was last Wednesday, and I've noticed nobody's streaming, and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
It's just too much hate, man, going on or something. I don't know. Like
Well,
too many people have mixed feelings about each other. You know, it's like
I wanna make mine.
and it might be with the weather, like, you know, everybody's enjoying their summer or whatever, but I don't know. It's just like, I just hope people don't, you know, take things too personally because it's
that.
Oh, I know it.
This is only a hobby. This isn't our. Who cares who does what, how they do it, as long as they're happy. Just support the person, you know.
That's right. And that's, you know, that's what I keep saying. I'm like, I love everybody. I have no ill will against anybody unless they've ever done me wrong, you know, but no one's done me wrong. So I really hope people can just, you know, with the whole, I don't think there should be like a separation or any of that, but
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
you never know the full story of on anything like that. So.
Yeah, it's. Hey. It should never have to come to that, you know.
Right. Just like the Fish Hex video or whatever.
Yeah, I heard about that. He's calling people out, man, and he's like,
But it's like, you know, he was streaming, and if you wanted to be a part of his stream, you had to pay. Like, you know, it's crap like that. Like,
do you really?
yeah, it's the pot calling the kettle black there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's because he's trying to take it to a whole new level. He wants this to be his personal job instead of going out and fucking working and just taking this as just a hobby, man. I mean, Jesus, people don't need to be.
Well, like, you know, again, we're all hobbyists. We enjoy, but then people who are looking in on our streams, like, for them to assume that we should be talking about, you know, reef tanks 24/7, we've all gotten to know each other more on a personal level, and we're friends. It's not like, you know, I don't know. It's just people expect you to automatically just be there 24/7 to answer their questions, but you know, like, then again, people are doing this for the love of doing it, not just, you know.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do this to make money. I'm doing it because I want to have friends, social media, and other places. Just try to share my knowledge. I'm not saying I'm the best at what I do, but I'm pretty damn good at what I do.
Yeah, I just hope people, like, you know, I hope it goes back to the way it used to be with just fun and whatever.
Yeah, it was. It was fun, you know.
I hate my fridge. It's like so small.
You got the Sprint?
It's a Whirlpool. It's like a double-sided fridge with the ice maker and everything in it, with filtered water. But like literally, the freezer is like so tiny, and I always have a hard time closing it. I'm eating Rolo ice cream.
I'm gonna. I'm not one to usually talk though a lot. I mean, I sit back and lurk a lot, but I mean, I just feel like we all just need to just get bygones, restart over, and
Yeah.
I think people have too big of heads and they want to call people out and just be mean to each other for no, you know.
And it's bullying.
Exactly, it is. It is.
Yeah.
For
You
no
know,
reason.
I lurked in the streams for like months and months and months. I was more part of the freshwater side of things with streams. And then I finally started involving myself within the saltwater thing, realizing, you know, from Rico's channel that I could do it. Like that this was something that I could attain, is having a saltwater tank, because of the information through that channel. It was like, it made it easier to understand, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I watched Rico's channels way before Rico was even had all those subscribers. Like, he was asking on his channel, like, you guys want me to do bigger videos, shorter videos? There wasn't even no live videos even out there yet. Like, it wasn't even heard of.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, as soon as he started getting all of these people following him, other people that were trying to be frag people and trying to sell and make a business out of this decided to jump on that wagon and be like, hey, well, let's do what he's doing. And it went from that to more and more and more. And then everybody came together on his channel. At one point, everybody was on that channel.
Yeah.
And just because somebody's feathers got ruffled, now they're started separating, you know, and they're going this way and that way. And now look where we're at, you know.
It's like, like you said, we should build each other up and support each other. And with Rico establishing, like, you know, the community, like, there should be, I don't know, like, it's really sad. I feel really bad. Like,
I just think that, and I mean, this is going to be public probably. I feel like people were jealous of how many people were watching him.
Definitely.
And were upset with the fact of this or that or something. I mean, I don't know.
It is jealousy. They're jealous of where he was going with it.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I mean, it's take what you can get from it and go. But you shouldn't go open up another channel and start bad mouthing somebody because they're doing good, or you know what I mean. I mean, that guy's been in my house.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Like, it's crazy. Like, I watched him for like 2 years almost, and then finally he shows up here. And I mean, physically, I've given him corals out of my tank. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but people just they jump like you know, it's all hearsay, bull crap that's twisted and conversed with everyone, and it's not right.
I mean, it's cool to have fame, but you know what? It should come to you when it comes to you. You shouldn't be, you know, we shouldn't be arguing, or that's not why we're actually doing this in the first place. We're doing this because we want to talk with each other and have good connections. So what, how you're doing things versus I'm doing things. Not, okay, you don't agree with me, well, screw you, I don't want you, and then let me go talk shit about you. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's not right. If what you know what the funny thing is, if you don't like what you're seeing or hearing, why are you even on the channel to make yourself feel even worse or causing you to have anxiety over that person? Just excommunicate him. Don't even be sub to him.
But that's the maturity aspect of it. There's people that sit there and lurk about it.
Just listen, and then they get offended, and then they want to cause waves. Like, just excommunicate that person out of your life, and you won't have to worry about what he or she says.
Hey, Davis.
What?
Davis is here. Davis Jew 1. Chimp. You'll know his name when you see it.
Oh, I see it, David. How's everybody going? Yeah, I just feel like we all need to just stay on topic with just being friends and community, and just do that versus who has a business, who's making money, who's not, who's got a better tank than this one or that one, or you bought $9,000 worth of corals and this guy only has 4 frags. I mean, it shouldn't matter.
It does, right. Right.
Everybody has different experience levels. Everybody's in different spots in the hobby. Everybody wants to try to be that, you know, that Mike Paletta or Sanjay or whatever, but that takes time, and they're doctors. They got money. They can buy anything they want.
Yeah.
They got the best of the best, and if you want to take out a second mortgage on your house, you can have the same thing they got. You know what I'm saying? But you should be able to still do it and have fun with it. There's 90,000 different ways you can do it, you know?
I have a feeling if everyone just sticks to what, like, you know, like us not really giving 2 shits about what anyone else is doing, it's like, you know, it's gonna become enjoyable again. It will.
Yeah, it's like even the guy from like Mr. Saltwater Reef Tank, dude, that guy, he's an asshole.
I don't think I follow him.
Well, when you see him on his videos, he's a totally different person. When you see him in person, he's night and day. When he sees you in person, he's the most arrogant, ignorant person. And he lost a lot of people on YouTube because of that. When people see him at frag swaps, they realize that he's 2 different people. And you can't be that. You can't be one person one day and be hot and cold the next day. You got to be consistent and be, you know, like Jason Fox. I swear, that guy is the most pleasant, most answer any questions you want. He doesn't have tons of channel. He don't have a lot of videos. But when you see him in a frag swap, I mean, the guy is so polite, generous. He could tell you every piece of coral he has, what's wrong with it, what it is, what lighting, what. Awesome. Answer any questions about your tank, where you should put it if you have pictures. That's, you know what I mean? He's real. He's not fake.
You know, I claim myself to be a good judge of character, and like I love real people, like honest, direct people, right? Like I won't follow.
Yeah, I don't want to just be your friend or talk to you just because I'm trying to get your sub or your like, and then you're gonna use me and try to get me to get more subs by telling all your friends. I am who I am.
Yeah,
I'm a hillbilly. I got white beard, like starting to go gray. Look at the way I set up my system. I don't care. Like I got fish. I mean, it's not dressed to the nines, but it's mine. You know, it's like it's mine.
I could care less about followers, like really, or whatever they are. Subs.
Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't care about stuff. I mean, because I'm never going to take this to that level. I still have to go to work every day. You know what I mean? I've still got my bills to pay. I'm not using. I mean, don't get me wrong. People have did it. Look at like Joey. He's an awesome guy. I don't know him personally, but Joey from DIY, you know, 12-gallon, whatever the heck his name is. Like,
What's his name? Coral 12G or whatever?
Yeah, like those guys, you know, it's 1 out of 1,000,000 people that actually got success out of this. You know what I mean? Like, they were at the right time, right place. They knew the conversations. They knew the topics. They got sponsors. I mean, it worked out for their advantage, and that's awesome because we've all looked up to them guys. You know, we've always watched their videos, but not everybody's going to be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Are you going to Reefapalooza?
No, I wish. No, I'm trying to get. I got a couple places over here that are really big, and we usually have like reptile swaps. I'm trying to get in with some of the local like stores around here to try to sponsor something.
Yeah.
So we can do like a big convention for like the north, like because I'm from Tinley Park. I'm in Chicago, so the north, like whatever, Central Division, Coral Swap or something. I'm trying to see if we can start something instead of having like a bunch of little swaps. Try to have one like huge. We can still have those, but I want to try to see if we can put everybody together under one roof like once a year, kind of like that instead of going to Florida or New York. I'm like, I just don't know where to go and how to go about it though. So I would love to go. I mean, that's another. I mean, I ain't got money for that. I could barely afford to feed my fish now.
Well, you know, it's family bills, and the way things are going, the economy is just exploding with the price cost of everything. It's crazy. I was actually talking about that with Fishy Snowman, just like basic living expenses and how it's like so hard to achieve anything because of the way.
Yeah, my mortgage is like $1,300. I mean, it's like what the fuck.
Mine's $2,000 a month.
Yeah, well, you probably have a bigger. I don't have no basement.
Oh, okay.
Just a little. That's like a trailer with no wheels.
Right. Yeah. Well, Joey, I get to meet Joey in August. We're having like this huge reef expo. It's Canada's like first, well, not Canada's, but Ontario, like our area, reef expo. Like I'm so stoked. And Joey's coming in. He's talking. So
yeah, he's cool. I mean, I dig him. I think he's very honest. He's to the point. He could either like you or hate you. He doesn't care. You know what I mean? He ain't got time to answer all them. But I mean, if you were to badmouth him, he wouldn't care about just pushing that delete button. You know what I mean? He doesn't let things.
Yeah, I love Joe.
Yeah, he doesn't let anything bother you or bother him. He's just like whatever. That's how it should be.
Yeah. But you look at the group, like the group of streamers per se, like they're a good group of people, like, you know.
And you're always gonna have that occasional guy that's just got nothing else better to do. He's sitting in a dark room, probably in his underwear, eating Cheetos, and just wanting to come out and cause problems. And you know, you're gonna get those people like that. That's just the nature of the world. But then you just delete that message. I mean, you should have monitors or like people that come in and and just go on with our lives. Eventually, if they don't get no feedback or excitement, they'll leave, you know?
Joey's chat. Have you ever been on one of his live streams?
I've seen him. Yeah, like where he says I'm live and
Yeah, I can't even read the chat. Like I always turn off the chat for his live stream if he gets his like.
oh yeah, because it's going 90 miles an hour. I mean, he can't even read that. Like it's crazy how many people. He's almost what 1,000,000 or 500,000 subscribers or eight. No, he's 800 and something.
800 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he makes money. He spends $100 bills like we do $1 bills. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, look at his community though. Like people donated like $90,000 for him to build that gallery.
In like 24
he was struggling.
hours. It was like in 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean that's how big our freshwater. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're fresh or salt, plants, non-plant, whatever, ponds. That's how big the reefing, or not the reefing, I shouldn't say, aquatic experience in this world is. I mean, he's got a lot of dedicated people that look up to him and are waiting for his new videos and how to do things. I mean, if every one of them gave him $1 out of 800,000 people, he's a millionaire.
Right.
If 50 cents, you're talking 200. You're talking $250,000. I mean,
isn't that nuts? Putting in that kind of perspective, like
yeah, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Which is good because you know how many videos that poor man had to sacrifice and like edit, and man, you're talking a lot.
Yeah. Well, he's been doing it for like 10 or 11 years or something.
Yeah, like it's like insane how he had to like do all that, and like the DIY thing is what kicked it off. I mean, that guy came up with some brilliant ideas. I've used a lot of them.
I used a couple things too from him.
Yeah, when I was doing discus and stuff. I mean, but everybody wants to try to be that person, and like they want to do it overnight. You can't. There's just no way in hell. You're talking years.
Well, I appreciate like the relationships that I've gained through YouTube on the streams, because it took me from a really dark place in my life anyway, and actually like, you know, made me feel better about everything. Even if, you know, it's just someone to talk to about the same things. Really.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very smart dude, and a lot of people see that. I mean, he's got the clientele. I mean, it's not like he hasn't changed. He's the same person he is on live streams as he is off here, when he's doing his videos and he edits them and he puts out a new video. He's the same bubbly, fast, hyper Joey, you know? It's crazy.
Well, you got Frank and Girlfriend. It's so amazing. I've been waiting for this day.
Yeah, but everybody can't get that. You know, that's, like I said, that's 1 in a million chances somebody else is going to be that particular, or not that particular, but that famous and get that type of sponsorships and stuff. I mean, you got to really make good quality editing, not the same front of your tank thing. You know what I mean? They're not looking for that. I mean, if you look at all of them, they're going to stores and they're running the streets and they're going to swaps and they're talking with vendors, and you got to have that ability to do that. A lot of sacrificing.
Yeah. Well, he, like, part of his speeches are based on his struggles and whatever. How he came to, yeah.
I mean, he did spend a lot of time away from his wife and kids, and, you know, he had to weigh the options, and he's seen a future which was kind of far away, but he knew if he kept on doing what he was doing, he was going to catch it sooner or later, and he did, and it made him who he is now. And I mean, he wouldn't look back. He said he would do it all over again if he had to.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell the guy's passionate about fish. You know what I mean? Like so, literally, he was upset when the arowana passed away. I mean, literally buried it in his own yard, and
that was heartbreaking when he lost that.
The guy like did everything he could possibly do to save that thing, and it was like, holy! Everybody fell for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough of that. But it's just we all need just to come together, man, and just quit worrying about who has the newest and greatest, and just support each other. Whatever you're doing, just support the person. Try to guide that person into doing. If they are doing something a little wrong, try to push them forward to do something the right way. And you know what? This whole internet thing will go a lot further.
That's words to live by right there, Dave. Truly is. Heartfelt words. Messaging people, telling them to come on your live stream.
Have it popping in and out.
Hi, Kenzie.
Kenzie. But yeah, I was really getting into, like, I wanted to know what people think about sand beds and what's their thoughts on why they do what they're doing, and
I like sand beds. Me personally,
well, that was the traditional way to do it way back when, and still people do it. But now the newest thing that I've been noticing a lot are bare bottom.
Well, yeah, I only do bare bottom in my quarantine tanks. But then again, it all depends on what kind of livestock you want and stuff, right?
Right, and then also exactly that's what I was going to get to, because if you got bare bottom, you can't have wrasses that like to bury themselves unless you put like a dish in there and they know where to go. But those guys help keep pests down, help eliminate different things. They're great vacuum cleaners, I call them. So if you don't like wrasses, I guess you can do no bottom. But I like a lot of wrasses in my tank. I only got 2. I had 5, but 3 jumped out with a net on top of my tank. I don't understand how, but they did. Unless they're doing like 90 miles an hour and fit through the 1-inch hole, I don't know, or the 3/4-inch hole.
Yeah, I have 1 inch as well in my tank, 1 inch substrate.
Yeah, I got that too, but it's with the current that I have there. It's like the middle of my tank has like no sand right now.
Why?
Because the current is so strong that it like pushes it. It's pushed it away. So I'm thinking, should I go out and buy heavier rock like Sanjay did and just constantly fill that until eventually it stays? Or because my colonies are getting bigger and bigger. Eventually it's going to be to the point where you're going to have, you know what I mean? If you ever watch their videos or anybody with like a big SPS colonies, eventually you have to get the water through that whole entire colony or else it'll start dying off.
Yeah.
So when I did that, I upgraded to this wave motion. Now it's like everybody's doing good, but anything that's on the bottom is getting covered in sand. So I'm trying to figure out, should I add heavier sand just in the spots that are bare and just keep doing that? And because I have wrasses that like to bury themselves.
What kind of sand do you use now?
I think it's just like the Caribbean Sea, the stuff that's like live sand.
Yeah. I use the Carib Sea live sand, the aragonite or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah, that's what yeah.
Yeah, and I find there's, because of the multiple granules, like, so there's the smaller granules plus the larger shell-like pieces of coral. It does, like, I find the smaller ones do blow around easily, but for the most part, it kind of stays still.
Well, mine was until I have 4 or 5 power heads in there now, so it's kind of like now it's just in certain areas it's like it's more turbulent, so it's moving that sand. So I got like a 1 foot by 4 foot, no, 1 foot by 3 or 4 inch area that is bare bottom now.
What kind of circulation pumps do you have?
I got 3 MP40s and 2 BB8s, J-Bosch.
I want to get the one.
Yeah, you could see my tank kind of like pulsating, like the wave
no,
is
I see
pretty.
the waves. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. I got it dialed down. I could go more, but oh my goodness, these kids. So I got it like that. You could see like.
Yeah, it looks good.
It doesn't look like it's a lot, but when you get up on the tank and actually look, you got to see. And it's like weird how I have it too, because the water is so turbulent that it will move corals around like gently, and then they'll stop for a second, like literally like a pause. And then they'll have like a gust, like an undertow kind of like come and move them again. It's I kind of dialed it in pretty good. I'm pretty stoked about it. I like it. But
did you distress the panels on your tank?
Well, just my stand was all the dark color. So what I did is I took Kills primer, mixed it with like a little bit of like a beige, and I took like a brush and I kind of just lightly put it everywhere, and then I kind of took a dry spongy thing and I kind of like just so it looks. I like it like that. It
looks really good.
I gotta do I de-stressed it that way, and then I gotta do the front up on top. But I mean, yeah, it's pretty. I like it. Now you can see it better. Let him have it. Go have one. This is my next little guy right here. He's gonna be the next reaper. Here, you eat that.
Are you having a freezy?
You say hi. He's awesome. I love him. My boy. No, don't flip it. You gotta eat it from the top, baby. But yeah, I like my system. I wish I could. I'm gonna de-stress. I want to cover everything else up over there, and like I said, it's just like a thing. Nothing in my house matches, to be truthfully honest with you.
What does it need to match for? It's gonna show home.
Well, I mean, I got Star Wars with pirate ships with Mickey Mouse over there. My wife does sewing, so she has her own like Walt Disney World like embroidering machine. So she sews and.
It's your home. It's your guys' personality.
Yeah, let me tell you, we are characters.
Like my house. Okay, so my husband, he's a heavy equipment mechanic.
Yep.
So he has the garage. So the garage is his, but the inside is mine. And like everything, like I have white carpets everywhere. Like.
Oh, that wouldn't last here.
I have I typically am like really OCD, but I haven't been home, so my house is a bloody mess.
I'm very OCD, yeah. But I just re-laminated my whole house, and it's dark wood, so with the stand it just didn't look good, so I lightened it up, but it's I like it. That's all that matters.
And you're home during but you usually, do you have the day off today?
I have not been on a live stream in so long, or catch anybody. I've been working third shift, and it's just been hectic. And when I get home, I'm just so tired, and I'm trying to get a promotion and move myself up to an ASM. I'm a manager for Home Depot.
Yeah.
So,
don't they have like really good benefits and stuff?
Yeah, they take care of us. I was in the union for 20 years. I was a carpenter, and the economy took a crash, so I basically stepped away. And I did a couple odd things here and there, and then I jumped into this. Started from the bottom as a temp, and I got myself all the way up to management now. But I'm at the bottom of the management pole. You know, I run 3 departments. They just gave me the 3rd one, and now my next object is to climb the ladder to get to an ASM. I want to be an ASM. That's where the money's at. You know, you get nice bonuses, but they pay really good here, anyways. It's worked out. I work 4 minutes down the road.
That's working close to home. Very
Yeah. Literally, it's 6 miles, if that. But yeah, I miss the money though. I miss being in the trades. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, I'm a makeup artist, and I have to travel for work. Sometimes I work out of a salon, but most times we go to like places, and it's a pain in the butt.
She's a makeup artist?
Yeah, you'd like her to come over and do your eyeballs, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
She's into makeup right now. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's so
8
cute.
years old, and she wants to like make herself look.
So is my 8-year-old friend, and he complains.
She wants to be on Broadway right now. Like, oh my God. Like, you know what? I get that she's a girl. I love that about her, but you know, she's 8.
Well, yeah, Daddy. My 7-year-old is the same way. So she's always up in my makeup room.
Yeah, I smelled the nail polish. I was like, I had to put it on mute when Tina was on. I'm like, what are you doing? She took a minute to come out, and she's like, nothing. I'm just playing in my room. I go, I could smell it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Stuff that kids do that it just baffles me. Like, but yeah, she she just had her birthday party, and she got money. So what did we have to do? We went to the mall. She bought all like types of kids makeup from Claire's. You got Claire's out by you?
Yeah, we do.
So my friend gave me the Claire's gift card.
That's amazing. I love.
She likes to do that stuff like this, where the line goes like this.
Eyeshadow because my friend doesn't
doing
have
cat eyes.
My friend doesn't have the elf, so I take eyeshadow, and I take this like pointy brush, and I put it like over here.
Yeah.
She likes the makeup so that it goes.
Yeah.
Up to her freaking temple.
That's so
looking like a.
I did my friend's makeup, and she said she liked how I did that thing.
All I got left to do is die. You ain't getting married. Oh, you're my asshole.
This box has been sitting on the porch all day.
What is it?
It's for Dawn. I have no idea.
Open it.
Hi, Johnny.
Or is it something that your grandmother bought for you again?
No, I asked Sharon. Hope you don't get in trouble opening that.
I hope not either. What is it?
I don't know what that is. It's a classic mix. Oh,
That's from Grandma Gail. A classic mix. What is that?
Classic mix.
No. I think that's chips or something, or peanuts, or
There's a plastic mix.
Nabisco.
Oh yeah, you're talking like it's chip, like the crackers and yeah. She's oh my goodness. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Did she get another present?
Probably. I don't know. My kid, are you getting everything all wet?
My grandma, I think gave my mom a present. It has goldfish in it. There's like this box or something, and then there's a mixer.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell mom a package.
That's your screen protector for your iPad that your grandmother sent you.
Mommy, who have yours?
Here. 2 hands, Jay. This stuff makes you cough.
It does.
Take a bite. Clean that up there on the floor, please. What is everybody doing in here? Let's see.
Kenzie got some new corals. Boy, Thunderstruck and a Walt Disney.
Who did?
Kenzie.
You got a Walt Disney? What did he pay for that?
I could only imagine. Well, I was talking to Sabella Fella like a while ago, and there's this proper acro, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And Pat found a guy around him that had one, but he wanted like $2,000 for like this little itty bitty tiny fragment. Like I want it so badly.
I wanted Disney corals. My wife, because we're real big Disney people, so ever since I told her about it, she's like, try to find one. But I mean, you can't find. I mean, I seen one at Jason Fox. He was over here not too long ago, but he wanted $250 for it.
Ken's, how much did you pay for it? He said stupid cheap.
Yeah. He said like I felt bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Johnny. Baby. Okay.
Why are all these wipes all over? Oh, give me my loving. Oh, no. You gotta change your butt. Let's change your butt. Stay right there.
All right, Dave. I can dinner, but I'll be back in a little bit.
All right, please.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
She went bye-bye.
Daddy, your kid watch it. Yeah, bye.
Bushwick. What?
Dad, look how much juice I got.
What?
Dad, look how much juice I got.
Hey, look at me. Smile. Like this.
What's that? I like it.
This teeth are crooked. Like this.
Daddy, Mia's gonna get like a
See?
retainer. No,
Yeah, wait.
Mia's getting a retainer.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's getting
Now we got 7. We hit 10. I got the Disney and 5 other corals, all high end for $1.75. Wow. Can't beat that.
What up, guys?
I got Oregon Torch. I got a Jason Fox Flame. You're gonna get a home wrecker.
Hey guys. Outside. 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 See?
Get off of it. What did everybody do today? Did everybody go to work? Now everybody's getting home. What? Emma.
Hi. Thank you.
Garbage. I'm gonna kick you guys' butt.
We're playing Legos.
Oh my God, these kids are driving me crazy. I want a Walt Disney, man.
Oh my God.
Stop. Shut your mouth. Come here. Come here, back here. Come here, let me see. What happened? Did she hurt you? What happened? Where did he hit you? Where at?
I didn't hit him. He bumped his knee.
Where'd you bump your knee at?
Depot.
Depot. Mhm.
Depot.
Huh?
Depot. What? Hat?
You bumped heads?
No, we didn't.
Pew pew.
What's wrong? Go ahead, Daddy. Look.
He wants that.
Wait. What's on your arm?
Kool-Aid.
I thought that was his
It
vein.
ain't markers.
I thought that was his vein. That was me. Okay, put your mask back down.
have some really cool monoporas, monicaps that are sickly looking, but I'll have to do a video on it.
You're good. Put it back down. Put it back down. Johnny, we're monsters. Beautiful.
Pew, pew, pew.
We're monsters. Johnny, we're monsters. 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 Daddy, look at this. I'm a monster.
Your mom told me to do onion rings, and I'm not doing them
Why?
because I don't want to. She's got to do them when she gets home because they'll be.
Dad, look, I'm a monster.
Oh my God!
I'm a monster. What's wrong with this friend?
What if I snapped it? No, just helping watch my kids so I don't kill them. Anything unusual? Trying to save my corals from starving them. I turned off my skimmer, my protein skimmer's off, and I did my bio pellets are off right now, so I can increase my food and then try to bring up some nitrates.
Oh, I like the one.
My bio pellets aren't a lot, but it's just with all the Chaeto and macroalgae I have, and then with the bio pellets, my tank is really struggling to try to keep the nitrates up. So instead of like pulling all my macroalgae out, I just turned the bio pellets off.
Daddy, don't you mess with this one. Are you gonna monster me?
I know they're only little for so sure, but and he's my last one, so I went to the doctor and got the old snip.
Dad got my
Go away.
My dad has 3 kids.
So once I get my nitrates back up a little bit, I think everybody will bounce. I mean, everything is doing good, my SPS wise, but my LPS, I mean, everything is still alive, but it's not like it. Certain corals are showing me that they're stressing a little bit. So I watch my tank very, very closely. So I increased my feedings, turned off the bio pellets, and turned off the skimmer. I'm going to leave that off for probably a week, the skimmer, and then see where it's at.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
These little guys got me up early this morning. I'm ready for a nap.
My brother got him up early. I slept a couple of minutes earlier. I mean later. I'm just stupid.
I'm going to kill you guys, I swear. Stop it.
Daddy, my iPad isn't charging.
It is charging. It just takes a while, baby.
It won't. It keeps turning off. Like it won't charge. Then keeps coming on.
Well, then plug it in.
It comes on Clark. Yeah. Clark. It says that it's not plugged in. I'm done. I put it over my face and open it up. Oh. I'm a bum.
I'm a big kid now.
I'm a big kid now. I'm a big kid now.